Rodney Broom, Cody Nodding in our chat for our podcast. Do you have anything else you would like to add before we wrap up? Cody Nodding says Fandango's gimmick doesn't work for this time frame. It would have worked in the Federation years.
Really?
That's kind of interesting. So back, we're talking mid-90s or whatever, a dancer gimmick like that would have worked better. I don't really think I can argue with that. I think that's probably a legitimate idea.
I think it would have worked more back then.
Yeah, for sure.
I agree with that.
It almost feels a little bit more like a WCW angle, doesn't it? Like, it feels like that guy would be, except with Vince Russo's booking in WCW, Fandango would be the world champion. So that's... We'll move away from that. So Cody and Rodney, just one more chance for you guys. We're going to go into our outro here. If you guys have anything else that you would like to add, toss it in the chat. We'll get it at the end of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, Last Fan Standing. I almost messed it up. Last Fan Standing, episode 15, which is awesome. Awesome that we've done 15 episodes talking nothing but wrestling. That to me is very cool. Almost nothing but wrestling. We took a phone call. We took two phone calls.
2 phone calls, actually.
Except
one of which we're
going to edit out. We talked about different colored duct tape to use on girls' mouths. We talked about all kinds of stuff in this episode aside from wrestling. Goodness. Of course, one more reminder, Twin City Wrestling, next show, September 28th, Lunenburg Community Center. Stop making fun of me, sir, by the hand movements. Great. God, I hate you. Good luck to... Jesus, you suck. A couple of Twin City Wrestling guys who are getting Ring of Honor tryouts this weekend as we're recording this podcast. Wesley Pipes, who we've talked about very briefly on this podcast, as well as the tag team of the R&R Express, Rick and Rodney Owens. They're all getting Ring of Honor tryouts this week. Good luck to those guys. We can't wait to... You're still doing it, sir. You're still
it's
doing
something that I do.
It's true.
It's
Fair
not
enough.
making fun of you.
I don't know. Insecurity on the Last Fan Standing podcast. He just threw a beer bottle cap at me. Let's see. A couple more things here from our boys in the chat. Rodney Broom says, great show, guys. CM Punk is on such a higher level than most. He's been able to elevate the likes of Daniel Bryan and Cody Rhodes by blazing the trail. 100% agree. Cody Nodding says, I agree with you, Justin. D-Bry is my favorite right now in WWE, but that may just be because I'm a hardcore Ring of Honor fan. That's a possibility. He was huge in Ring of Honor. Yep. Thanks for the awesome show, guys. Thank you guys very much for coming and checking us out on the chat stream. We really appreciate that. I wish we would have had that exclusive piece of TCW information, but apparently Cyril went ahead and posted it 45 minutes before we went to air.
What can you do?
Whatever. You heard it here, I don't know, second probably. So the next Twin City Wrestling show, make sure you get your tickets there. Hopefully there'll be a Dartmouth show to go along with that. As of right now, no future dates past the 28th, but hopefully we get a good show on the 28th, brand new venue, which will be exciting.
Yep.
Of course, TCW's Smart Mark Alley, which we mentioned earlier in the show. Most of us will be at the show except for Cody because, I don't know, he just won't be there, I guess. Hopefully you'll be able to be there, sir, ideally. So we're going to cut this podcast together, hopefully get this out this evening, and thanks everybody for taking the time to take a listen. Episode number 15 of the Last Fan Standing Wrestling Podcast. My name is Justin.
My name is Nick.
They are Rodney Broom, Cody Nodding, Twin City Wrestling, Smart Mark Alley. That is a computer. Shut up. You guys are our viewers on Ustream. That's a camera. We love you. We will see you guys next week for No Holds Barred Podcast, episode number, I believe, 22.
Possibly.
We're
going to go with 22.
We're going to go with 22.
It's wrong, but you know what? Whatever.
We all forever reserve the right to be wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for listening. We will see you next week.
Later.